Yes, is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, Gautami, you can start now. Yes, good afternoon, students. Today's topic is lesson plan. We people are going to discuss about this particular topic because it plays a major role in part of the life of a teacher. Because before entering into the classroom, before you are teaching, before you are planning for anything, you have to prepare. Okay, both physical and mental preparation is must. So based on that, okay, keeping that thought in mind, we have to plan for a lesson. We have to prepare a lesson plan or unit plan, whatever it is. You have to plan for something. Okay, if you want to do something, you have to plan for it. Okay, so if you want to teach something, you have to plan for that. So that will be called as lesson plan. Each and every teacher, if you want to become a professional teacher, you must be aware of how to write a lesson plan. Okay, for all the units, you have to write. For all the subjects, you have to write. For all the standards, you have to write. Okay, it's nothing but a planning. Okay, it's a preparation level. You can call like that also. It's a preparation level or it is a planning level. Okay, so in this, what you have to do is what I'm going to teach and for which standard I'm going to teach, which subject or which topic. So all those things you have to plan and you have to prepare which teaching methodology I'm going to adopt. Okay, what are the teaching aids I'm going to use. Okay, like that you have to prepare. This is a planning ceremony. Okay, you can call like that also. It's completely for planning, right? So, as a teacher, you must be aware of, and not only as a teacher, as a student teacher, you must be aware of the writing format. That is the format of a lesson plan. Okay, I'm going to explain that only now. So listen carefully. The first thing, first we'll discuss something about the definition of a lesson plan. What's mean by lesson plan? Actually, it's a teacher's detailed description of the course of instruction. That is, you people are going to teach something. No, so what you are going to teach and how you are going to teach, all those things you are going to give a detailed description. Okay, in your daily lesson plan, it should be developed. Okay, a daily lesson plan is developed by a teacher to guide class learning. Because why? What is the reason? What's the purpose behind it? Is it is completely for the successful outcome of a learner. Okay, your planning will give a successful outcome. Okay, that will be the result. So for that outcome, you have to plan. Is it clear? So now I'm going to give a list of components because before creating that lesson plan, before writing that lesson plan, you must be aware of the components also. We have 8 different components. So let me explain one by one. The first thing is anticipatory set. Let me read it first. So we have 8 different components as I told you. The first one is anticipatory set, then purpose, input, modeling, guided practice, checking for understanding, then independent practice, and then closure. So the first one, anticipatory set. That is, it is like checking the previous knowledge. Okay, it is nothing but a small activity or some motivation or asking some questions like that. So the purpose behind it is you have to check the previous knowledge of the student. Okay, that will be the first step. Okay, checking the previous knowledge of the students because it will make them to be attentive. It will make them to prepare both mentally and physically for the new topic. Okay, so that is the first point. And the second one is purpose. And after that, you have to write the purpose. That is objective. Why I'm teaching this particular topic? What's going to happen? Okay, what can I expect from the students at the end of the class? So like that, you have to list out the objectives. That is purpose. And the next one is input. How you are teaching? I'm going to adopt some lecture method or demonstration method or quizzes method like that. How the input is going to be given to the students. That is input. And then modeling. As I told you, while explaining, you can show some models or you can show some measurements. Otherwise, you can adopt some demonstration method also if you are teaching science subject. That is modeling. And then guided practice. For example, if you have taught some grammar exercises or mathematics to your students, you will give some formulas, or you will give some sums to them, right? You will give some practice sessions, right? That is guided practice. So let them practice. You will give some workbook or exercises or whatever it is, and you will make your students to do that. Yeah. So that is guided practice. And the next one is checking for understanding. And after that, after completing the practicing session, you will check whether your students have understood what you have learned, what you have taught. Okay, that is checking for understanding. And the seventh one is independent practice. So after that, you will assign some homework, right? That is your home assignment or follow-up activity like that. So at the end of the session, at the end of the class, at the end of the syllabus, or whatever it is, you will give some work to them, some activity to them. You can assign some work to them. That is independent practice, because if you are assigning some work, they will try that work, that assignment in their home on their own. Okay, that is independent practice. And the last one is closure. That is end of the session. At last, you came to a conclusion. Okay, you came to the end of the period. So these are the 8 components of writing a lesson plan. Okay. And now, fourfold lesson plan. Actually, this fourfold lesson plan, I taught you in that, I gave some ideas about this particular lesson plan in our previous class itself, that is Hebbatin. I told you many times that Hebbatin level of teaching, that is this fourfold lesson plan. Actually, this format was given by Hebbatin. Okay. So, while writing the lesson plan, these items should come in the first page. That is name of the student teacher. That is your name you have to write. Okay, because you are the student teacher now. Okay, you are going to write the lesson plan. So you have to write your name here, then name of the school, subject, section, unit, date, and instructional objectives. And then objectives, I told you, the purpose of teaching that particular topic. And teaching resource or aid, the teaching aid, what are the aids you are going to use while teaching that topic. So you have to list out those aids, and then previous knowledge testing. So you have to check the previous knowledge of the students also. So these are the things you have to write in the first page. Okay. Yeah, let me show you this next last page. So this is the format actually. After writing these things, these particulars in the front page, you have to start the second page. The second page should be formed like this. That is, you have to split the page into 4. The first column, content, then learning behavioral outcome, then learning experiences, and the last one is evaluation. Okay. So in that content page, you have to write the prose or poem or whatever it is. If you are teaching a poem, you have to write the poetic lines. If you are teaching a prose, you have to write the prose, the passage. Okay, if you are teaching some grammar, means you have to write some definitions or formulas of that particular grammar. Okay, and coming to the learning behavioral outcome. So here you have to write the outcome. If you are teaching that particular content, the student listens or observes. Like that, you have to use some verb in order to show the outcome. Okay, and then learning experiences. Here only you have to write the interaction, that interchange between the student and the teacher. For example, the teacher is teaching this particular topic with the help of the chart. Okay, for that, the student's interaction will be the student observes, or the students observe the class carefully. They have noted all the points carefully. Like that, you can write. So, some interaction should be there between the student and the teacher. That interchange should be written there. That is in the learning experiences. And in the last column, evaluation column, here you can ask some questions. Whatever you talk, you can write some questions from that particular concept. Okay, like this, you have to frame the lesson plan, and at the end of that, you can give some home assignment. And while completing the lesson plan, you can write signature of the student teacher and then signature of the guide teacher. So this is the actual format which you are going to follow for your second year while writing the lesson plan during your teaching practice. Okay. So regarding this, I'll share some model lesson plans. You just try to have a glance at it, and you can select a topic on your own and try to write a lesson plan in this particular format. Okay. And if there is any doubt, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, Kanna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.